crafty friends, it is Ann, whimsically knotted, coming to you, and it is Monday evening. It is rainy, it is cold, it is just yucky outside, but it is nice and cozy in here, and I'm looking forward to creating and crafting with you this evening. We are going to be working on some easy projects. We're going to make some wood slice ornaments with these wood slices, and I just wanted to go over those with you for just a little bit, and some transfers, and we're going to put a stencil on the other side. So let me get the camera situated here because I got my camera backwards. So let me welcome all of you in. I'm so excited that you are here. Looking forward to creating these with you. And the reason I wanted to show you these, I've got a whole box full. Actually, I got them in today. And as you can see, they're all different sizes. Some of the bark is falling off a little bit. So they are all different shapes, different looking. That happens when you have natural wood slices. And all of them have a hole. I've got the ones that have the hole in there. If you want to make coasters, don't use the ones with the hole, but I knew I was going to use these for ornaments. So I'm just going to grab a couple of them out. We are going to use the Scandinavian ones. I'm going to use that little cute little mouse. We're going to use the little Santa Claus or a gnome, depending on, it looks like a St. Nicholas to me. We're going to use the bear, the little cute penguin, and the little fox, and they're all different sizes. So I'm just going to take a couple of these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's grab this one, and let's see. My box is falling apart. Oops. Which ones, and as you can see, look at how different these two look. Completely different. So they will turn out differently. And this one has lost most of its bark. Let's find one that has a little bit more bark on there. This one has a little bit more bark, so let's use this one instead. And they're all weirdly shaped. Trees don't grow perfectly. They all are unique, just like we are all unique. The Lord created us all unique. So I'm laying them so that the hole is to the top. And of course, this is not going to fit on this little one, so he is going to go on one of the bigger slices. That one will fit good on this one. Our little penguin will fit good on this one. Our little bear, I think the bear can make it right there. And then we can look. Will he fit better on here and the bear on here? Yeah, let's do that. And then our mouse can go on this big one. So we got it laid out. We know who goes where. I'm going to lay them to the side. And we're going to go paint them. And I've got Laurel and sea glass. They are very similar in color, and then you also have thicket. They are very similar in color, and most of these have that darker thicket color in them, so I'm probably gonna go with the sea glass. I'm gonna go with the Laurel. I'm gonna try the Laurel out. Hey, Miss Bonnie, thanks for sprinkling. Hello, Sherry, my friend. I appreciate you guys hopping on. I just wanted to show you how different these can look. And that's just half the fun. Now, the nice thing is you can also use what is it called? Wood honey. Oh goodness, my little brain. You can use wood honey on these, and when I paint these, I normally only go up until that where the bark starts. I normally do not paint outside the bark line. That's very professional. Here among friends. I just about wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come on tonight. I've had a sinus headache since yesterday. And I had a business meeting earlier, and I'm like, I don't know if I can make it. I took some more medicine, and it's not so bad no more. Alright, got the outside done. I've got some extra paint, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the penguin over to the side because I want to make sure that I know which one goes with which one, since I've laid these out. That's why I chose something this evening that does not require too much thinking. So when I say this is an easy craft, it is an easy craft. I will probably not add any embellishments, but you can add greenery to these. You can add, since they are more of a woodland look or a Scandinavian look, you can add pine cones. You can string up some beads and add beads to your hanger, like natural wooden beads. Or beads in the colors. They all have like a little bit of an orange scarf or something orange on them. So you could take a little bit of that color and do a natural bead and maybe a little orange, like a burnt orange or a cinnamon color. That would look really good. We will add something to the other side if we have time, because I don't want you guys to be missing Miss Amanda. I'm thinking she is back. All right, that's Mr. Penguin. This is Mr. Santa Claus, and this will be our fox. Hey, Miss Maggie. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Yeah, when I get those, it just, and it's only on one side of my head, it's my right side, it makes me feel dilapidated. It's like I can't concentrate. I'm sure it's just the weather change, because it's in the 50s. It feels like 44 outside. And it is raining and cold, and I just think it's the allergy sinuses. Of course, we're going to have to make sure that these are dry really, really good. I am going to add some snow to this. I'm just going to get a little bit of white paint. And do a little bit of snow splatter on all of these. Concentrating to just get to the edges because I don't want to color the bark. Need a little bit more paint. Thank you all for sprinkling, for the thumbs up, for all the love and the prayers, and you guys are awesome. I enjoy creating and sharing with you. I will sand these just a little bit to make sure that they are smooth. And I think this will look really good. Well, there we got that set. Now the only ones are left are these two. Put our mouse right there. I just like the uniqueness of these, and like I said, if we use the honey butter, it would look really, is it honey butter? Wood honey. I don't know what I'm talking about. Wood honey, that's what it is called. And see, this one doesn't have any bark line. Like these have the bark line, this one does not have any bark line whatsoever. So they are all unique and different. Just like we are all unique and different. We have different talents and abilities and creativity. Tell me, how would you decorate these? Would you do beads on the hanger? Would you add a little pine cone? Or would you just leave them natural? I don't know. I'm just into the natural theme this year. I'm going to try to make some straw stars. I have to practice. It's been a long time since I have made straw stars. And last but not least is our little bear. And once we add the little snow speckles on here, it will lighten this up a little bit. Get a little bit more paint. Hey, Miss Carlene. Hello, Miss Cindy. How are you, my friends? How is little Huntley doing? When we have the, on Saturday, on the 1st of November, we have the Fall Festival at the Community Church in Mount Pleasant. It's going to be 38 for the low and 61, either 61 or 64 for the high. That's going to be a cold start, and it's going to be outside on the football field. I'll be like, oh, that is cold. I'm going to be dressing in layers because once it gets into the 60s, it'll be warmer, depending on how the wind is. So, they're going to have a lot of activities for the kids, bounce house, and food trucks. And I was telling my daughter-in-law And I told her that there'll be food trucks, and Bristol's like, I love food trucks. I'm not kidding, you crack me up. But they're going to have candy and games and just all kinds of activities for the kids. I'm not going to put that in water. I'm just going to put it over here on my wet wipe. I'm going to dry these real quick. And then we're going to add some snow. Because, you know, we got to have these dry if we are going to put transfers on them. And I'm going to sand them just a little bit. Let's sand these just a smidge. And I'm not trying to get them out of order, so keep an eye on what goes where. You got to make sure we got them right. I'm using my 120 block, sanding block. Just going to lay them like that. And I'm going to use some almondine. Instead of white, I'm going to use almondine. And I'm going to use this. Yeah. Will I be able to use this? Maybe. Old cruddy brush from the Dollar Tree. I'll just water this down lots and lots and lots. I don't want it that wet. I want it wet, but I don't want it dripping wet. Let's see if I do it like this, I'll get it splattered everywhere. All right, that's good enough. I'll show them to you in just a second. Now we got to make sure that they are good and dry. When we use our transfer, we gotta have it dry, dry. And I went with a neutral color because there is not much white on them, so I didn't want that stark white. Thank you for sprinkling. Oh, Carlene, bless your heart. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss Sue, how are you, my friend? If you have not checked out Sue with Potter's Crafty Corner, she is an amazing creator, making all kinds of cozy things. Check her out. I am going to lightly sand. Let's see if we remember who goes where. Our mouse, our fox, our Nordic Santa, him and him. Does that look right? Do we do it right? On the transfers, just peel them off. If you need to put it back on, make sure you put it on the shiny side. Don't touch your printed side because that will come off on your hands. Make sure your hole is lined up. And then just hover over it to see how you want to position the little guy. And once he's down, he's down. You cannot pick that back up. I go and push it in with my finger. See how he is on there like that? And then we take our tool. This is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month for October tool. And then Essential Stencil also has it in the regular blue. If there is anything that you're interested on the Essential Stencil page, just do exclamation mark ES, and it'll take you straight to the Essential Stencil page. And if you would like a discount, you can use my code, and you can do exclamation code, and my code is WK21. And if you want to be notified when I go live, exclamation mark notify, and it will let you know when I am hopping on to create some fun things with you. And you just burnish this in, which means you just rub all the areas that are colored and rub that in really well. And if you ladies would be so kind and say a prayer for Miss Sue. She hurt her foot and she needs to keep that elevated. So just wrap her up in some love and some prayers. And if you're new to me, I pray. I'll take prayer requests. And look at that little guy. And of course, I'm going to come in with a darker color and I'm going to put a little bit of ground under it. But I might even use this light color to put some ground under him. Make sure you got your hole lined up. Thank you for the hearts, ladies. You're so welcome, Sue. Sue is in my coaching group with Miss Summer Hammonds. I just like this tone on tone. I could have used like a stormy blue color or a gray blue winter color, but I just like this tone on tone. I just thought that was very pretty. Like I said, I'm into the natural, the cozy feel, and these Scandinavian transfers are just gorgeous. And you just rub it in and then peel up your paper, the transfer sheet. And if something sticks, if it doesn't pull up well, lay it back down and rub it some more. And all of your transfer will come off. Just make sure that you not pull it off all at once, because sometimes you might have a little spot that sticks, like in the middle of his body. That's why I go from the outside in, and I normally hold my finger down when I get to the end to make sure that I am not pulling this off and accidentally have something that did not transfer over. If you have like little pine needles, whiskers, little legs from critters, stems on flowers, that kind of thing, you're going to have to make sure that you have that down really good so you won't lose any of the things, and then your backer sheet will be clear like that. Look at that little guy, he's so cute. Let's do the little mouse. And there is not much distinction between the back color, the background and the foreground, but I like that. It is, I don't know, it just looks like natural. And that might not be your style. You might not like that. So you can do a different background. You could have just done the almondine as a background with a little bit of blue in it. That is the beauty of these transfers and the wood slices, or whatever you will put these transfers on. You can use the colors that suit you the best. I'm just here to give you inspiration. Thank you, Bonnie. Not your plan for the week. The Lord's got you, Sue. He must have known you needed some rest so you could dream up some more wonderful things. Thank you, Jeannie. Hey, Tricia, how are you? Good evening. The Lord must have gave you this time so that you can come up with some more awesome creations. I'm telling you, ladies, the Lord will put us down if we do not take time to recharge or spend time in His Word. Well, we just keep going and going and going. He will give us some rest. He will definitely give us some rest. But yeah, check Miss Sue's Potter's Crafty Corner out. Amazing pillows and just really cozy, beautiful, small little pillows and other designs that she made. She's made some beautiful corn and some, oh, what am I trying to say? I can't think of the word. Just little stuffies, bowl fillers. I mean, just shelf sitters out of fabric. She is amazing. Very, very talented. And there's our cute little mouse. I love him. He's so cute. 2 more to go. And I will just use a jute hanger. This set of wood slices came with jute and the baker's twine. And again, these wood slices are all different sizes. I got these from Amazon. And they are all unique. They're all different. The grain or the circles, the rings of the tree look different on each one. So they are truly natural. I prefer the natural ones over the man-made ones. If you want to turn these into coasters, get the ones without the hole. I knew mine were going to be ornaments, so I just got the ones with the hole. That way I don't have to drill a hole. But if you want a certain size and they don't come with a hole, it is really easy to just drill a hole in it. Because I've got these wood slices in different sizes. I've had the really small ones before. There's that little guy. I just like him. I think he looks cute. And again, I will put a little bit of the cream color under it. Well, see, the fox has got the cream under him already, but the others don't. So I am going to add that to it. And see how different this wood slice looks. Whoa. But if you need complementary colors for something, laurel, thicket, and sea glass, they just look really good together. If you need something that is in different shades of the same color family. I wasn't sure what I was going to put on the back side. I had not thought about it. And then as I was sitting there finishing supper and then hooking the machine up, the dialysis machine for my husband, it dawned on me that there is a pattern that came with that Christmas 2025 collection in the stencils, and I've linked what I'm using tonight. It should be in the description. I linked all the transfers and the stencil set. And I have not tried it out to see if that will fit on here, but I'm hoping it will. If not, we're going to make it work. We'll find a way. And there's our little penguin. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the cream color and I am going to make... I'm going to give him a little bit of ground to stand on. I still had some on here that I did not put water in, so that's all I'm going to use. And I'm just going to add a little bit of ground. I'm like Tammy Muto when it comes to them standing in air. I don't like that. So now they're all going to mimic the fox. And they all have some ground under their feet. See how they look similar to the fox now. I'm going to dry these real quick. And then we'll go on to the other side. one next month already? Wow. How is that possible? Trisha, I know I've seen pictures and, you know, but I didn't realize that she was going to be 1 already. My little grandbaby's going to be 4 in December. It's just, I look at her and I'm like, how can that be? Just how? All right, on the back side. Because you guys know me, I like to put things on the back side. I thought these would look really good on there, but we're going to have to see. I'm going to do the same color as is on the front. I'm just going to have to see. Yep, I can do a deer on each, and then I could just repeat some trees on there. Okay? That is a plan. Now we're just going to use the same color. And this is Laurel. And again, this one has no bark showing on the edge, so this one I can almost go all the way to the edge with it. Thank you, ladies, for hanging out with me this evening. If you want to be notified when I'm live, exclamation mark notify, and it will send you a notification that I'm live. Because right now with the new Christmas stencils and transfers that just came out, and with the gift giving and Christmas season up on us, and Thanksgiving, can't forget about Thanksgiving. I said all the time, we sometimes don't remember to give thanks to the Lord, so we can't forget about Thanksgiving. I plan on coming on a couple of more times than my regular Monday and Thursday. And this Thursday, I'm not going to be able to come live because hubby is going to have his neurophysiological assessment. And right after that, he will have a MRI, brain MRI, or head MRI. So I will not be live on Thursday. I don't know yet if I'm going to come on Wednesday or on Friday. And then Soulfield Saturday, I will not be live on Saturday either because I'm going to be going to for the Fall Festival. I'm a vendor at the Fall Festival, so I'm either coming on Friday afternoon or after we get back on Saturday. Depends on how I get stuff done and packed for the vendor event for the Fall Festival. So keep that in mind. I know I get quiet when I'm concentrating. Do you guys do that, or do you guys stick out your tongue and bite your tongue when you're working on something? I used to go like this. Sometimes you still catch me and I'm like, oh, I gotta quit doing that. Those little quirky things we do. Little quirky things. Thank you. I appreciate the prayers very much. It will be a long day. The assessment starts at 8 and it's a 4-hour assessment. So I just hope and pray that we will find some answers, that something will be revealed so we can have a plan of action. And I appreciate all of your prayers. That means a lot to me. So, are all of you Christmas crafting, or are you still doing fall, or even, I know Halloween is on Friday, but are you still making a couple of little Halloween things? I am pretty much doing just Christmas now. I've got another show at the end of November, the last 2 days, the last weekend in November coming up. It's a 2-day event at our regular arena and event center. And I gotta make some more stuff for that. Then I had a couple of orders I had to finish up, which I'm hoping to deliver tomorrow. And anything that I create is always just Christmas. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Hey, Kimberly. Yeah, I will take some labels that I got to cut out. So I'll be cutting out labels. The market where my booth is, they are doing a, the city is doing a Harry Potter festival. And our market has signed up to do potion bottles. So my daughter and I are creating potion bottles. She asked if that if we wanted to do that. She said she was going to do it at first. She said, but I'm going to let you do it. So I said, okay. I said, what do I got to do? And by when do you need it? And I literally just found out. And she said, from the 8th to the 15th. And we need about 50 to 60. And I'm like, good gracious. I'm going into overdrive here. But my daughter is going to help me to make them. So I'm going to cut those labels out. And I'm going to bring me a big old bag. And if I get tired of cutting out labels, then I'm going to bring my fabric and make little Christmas fabric flowers. Like we done the flower kit, I will do that. Well, that'll be a long time just sitting there, that's for sure. Yeah, that will be a long day. He is gonna be done for when that day is over. His little brain's gonna be tired. And in between the two appointments, we're going to have to see if we can grab a bite to eat at the cafeteria if we have enough time. If not, I'm going to have to get him something real quick to eat. The good thing is they're either on the same floor or one floor apart. So we're going to be in the same place. We don't have to go anywhere. All we got to do is go up a floor. But they might even be on the same floor. I can't remember. All right, got them all done. Now that I don't need this brush anymore, I'll put that in the water. Dry this off, and then we're going to add our pattern on here. I love this time of year. I love crafting for Christmas, creating for Christmas, and making things. I don't know, like I said, this year I'm into the more natural things. Now let's see what we want to put where. I'm going to leave this under there because it will help hold it in place. Put my paint over here. Using my 5/8 inch brush. Loading my brush. Of course, we're going to offload the brush. And then I'm going to lay this back down. I got to be careful. Right there is the other deer's face, and I don't want that on here. If you need to tape off the parts that you don't want on there, you can definitely tape off. I just position my fingers over the places that I don't want. Look at that. All right, let's see. Take the other big one. And put the other deer on going the other way. This is turning out really good. very light swirling motion. I am not going to do the dots on the bottom. I just want the deer. I'm not doing the half snowflake over here either. I need some more paint. Stenciling, you need very, very little paint. A dry brush is your friend. I'm trying to get that dot in right there, but I don't think I will be able to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one over. And I'm just going to use one of my dome brushes. And use the dome brush. And we will add some snow under there. Make sure there is no paint on the back side, because you don't want to have paint on the back side. Let's see. I want to get some trees in here. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put I'm going to do another deer on this one. I think I'm going to do the deer like this with just the front of the body. Just to have something different. I just moved it. I'm looking at the hole up here to make sure that this is, I keep moving it, semi-lined up. I keep hitting it on my arm right here. See what this looks like. This time I am adding the bottom row. Oh, that turned out good. I like it, I like it. This one is gonna get the trees because it was the widest. We can add the trees right here. And I'm going to add the little, I'll call it Rick Rack. Offload, offload, offload. Add the Rick Rack. Not the deer feet, just the little Rick Rack. Sometimes I just put my finger in the way so I will not get anything else on there that I don't want on there. I think I'm just going to leave it. I was going to put some snowflakes on there. Should we add some more snowflakes to the top and the bottom? You let me know. Do we need to add snowflakes and stars right here and right here? You guys let me know what you think. Yes, Jamaica is getting hit bad. You got to order this one now. Don't forget to use my code WK21. Double check in the back. All right, we got 3 with deer. We're going to have to do another one with some trees. So let's see what we can add. I think I'm going to do the trees. I don't know if I want trees up in the sky or not. I'm going to do the snowflakes, and I think I'm going to do trees underneath. This would also be great to use as a pattern on gift wrapping paper. Use the brown paper and wrap your own presents. Or to make cards. This would be really pretty to make your natural cards. Oh, that's so cute. I'm going to hit it with a dryer real quick. And again, you can do these in the light background with brown. There's just so many options. And on this one, I'm just going to do 2 trees. I'm looking to see where my hole is. Scrape this off a little bit so I can see where my hole is up here. No, my hole is right there. So I want to kind of make that be in the middle. And this time I don't want the little Rick Rack on there. I just want the snowflakes. use my little dome brush, offload it, so that I can get the tops of the trees without getting the rick-rack. I call it rick-rack. I've got to have the tops of the trees. Do you guys have any questions? Is there anything that I can help answer for you? It looks too empty right here and right here, so I'm gonna add some stars. You need a little bit of paint on your brush. These dome brushes are perfect for these small areas. You don't have to tape off. But they do hold a lot of paint, so practice with these dome brushes on some cardstock first. You can practice on the cardstock that comes with your stencils, because you need to offload these, because these hold a lot of paint and you will have bleed. Yeah, that's better. And I did have a little bleed right here under that snowflake. And all I do is I just take Q-tip and it is gone. And now we're going to add, I'm just going to use this dome brush. Just a little bit of snow. For the snow, I like the little brush better. The dome brush just doesn't do as good as I like it. I am going to put some snow under these trees too. I just don't like them sitting up in the air, even though it is a pattern. Just little faint snow, so as if you look at it, I just think it looks better when the feet are in snow or ground or whatever, greenery, whatever they are standing in. I just think it looks better. And even these got a little bit of ground. Whew, I didn't realize it was this late already. I always sand over my pieces. Now, Amanda at Essential Stencil page is on tonight, crafting, creating. Hop over, check her out, see what she is doing this evening. And there's our ornaments. And then we got the, and see, they can hang like this. Look how pretty that looks. They just really look good together. Let me pick a name. I know what you meant, Kimberly. Thank you, Maggie. There are 30 pieces in there, and the size is 3.5 by 4. If you want to screenshot that. And I don't have an affiliate code with them yet. Ooh, can you see that? Is that? I need to get that closer so you can see it better. Is that better? I know there's a delay in the camera, so I'm going to hold it for just a second. I'm thinking too, I think they'll be pretty just the way they are, and I will just use the natural jute that came with it and just string that up. But let me pick a name. You missed it? Oh my goodness. Let's try it again. There's just a delay, so I have to hold it up for just a moment. You got it? I hope that was long enough. You're welcome, hon. Miss Kimberly going into the Happy Mail bucket. Yay! We'll draw at the end of December. And again, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will not be live on Thursday or Saturday. I will have to do some alternate times. We have doctor's appointment on Thursday, and then we have a fall festival where I'm a vendor at on Saturday. Thank you all. Hop over to Essential Stencil. If you need anything from Essential Stencil, please use my link, use my code. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, ladies. Have a blessed evening, and I will see you sometime this week. Exclamation mark notify. They'll let you know when I will be live next time. Bye. Let me turn this off.